There was once a girl who was very stubborn and curious that she never obeyed her parents. That's why she was never well. One day the girl told her parents, "I've heard a lot about Mrs. Trude, and I'd like to go and meet her. People say that he is a very strange person. They say that in his house there are very strange things, and I am curious to see everything that keeps." The girl's parents did not seem like a good idea, so they forbade him to go to Mrs. Trude's house. "Mrs. Trude is a bad woman who does bad things," they told her. "If you go home you will not get anything good, daughter." But the girl was so curious that she ignored her parents' prohibition, so she went to Mrs. Trude's house in secret. When the girl arrived at Mrs. Trude's house, she said, "Why are you so pale?" "Oh," said the girl, while her whole body trembled, she was very afraid. "What I have seen has terrified me." "What have you seen?" asked Mrs. Trude. "I saw a black man standing on his steps at the entrance," said the girl. "That was a miner," said Mrs. Trude. "Then I saw a green man," said the girl. "That was a hunter," Mrs. Trude said. "I saw a red-blooded man," said the girl. "That was a butcher," Mrs. Trude said. "Oh, Mrs. Trude, I was terrified. I looked out the window and I saw you nowhere. I only saw someone who looked like the devil himself with a head of fire," he said to the child. "Oh," said Mrs. Trude, "then you have seen the witch in Mrs. Trude in her suit. I have been waiting for you and looking forward to your arrival for a long time. You will give me some light." He immediately turned the child into a wooden trunk and threw it into the fire. And when he was in the light, he sat down by the fire and, warming himself, said, "Pity, this shining brightness will be only this once." The poor girl learned too late how important it is to obey and heed the advice of the parents because, although we do not understand why they forbid things, if they do it is for something.